Hello mates, and welcome to the Baron Reviews, with me, the Baron. Today's game is Empyrion Galactic Survival, an open world space survival sandbox by developers Elyon Game Studios. I first heard of Empyrion during the recent No Man's Sky revival, as one player was basically saying Empyrion was superior to No Man's Sky in every way. After playing it, I can somewhat see the comparison, but I describe Empyrion as being closer to Space Engineers meets Minecraft, because unlike No Man's Sky, Empyrion is one of those games that's rewarding to the player that puts in the time, while spitting out everyone else who's just a casual. To start, it's huge. The worlds are massive on their own, and then add to that the ability to fly into and around space, and land on other planets. You can even dig downwards and bore out tunnels in the voxel-based worlds, so we're talking really epic in scope. Players can build constructions like bases or even ships using a piecemeal block by block style of construction. As long as the vehicle or base meets a certain requirements such as having an engine, thrusters or whatever, this means the player has complete freedom to design insanely complex functioning projects. What's more, destruction in the game is also piecemeal, so a poorly designed ship that has an exposed critical component could be taken out by a single explosion. This creates a cool incentive for the player to design tactically and efficiently. Needless to say, this game is complex, like insanely complex. All the usual sandbox survival tropes are there: a need to harvest food, mine resources, construct buildings and so forth, all while braving hostile lifeforms on the planet. But Empyrion really takes that to the max with the depth and complexity of resources needed to construct the larger projects. This isn't new for survival games of course, but Empyrion has it in spades. On top of that, there's also a tech tree to unlock newer and better technology blueprints, resulting in even more complex constructions. This leads to a situation where building a large project requires a lot of time in what will be a significant grind fest, but it also makes the payoff that much more rewarding. And therein lies the dilemma. This game will not appeal to everyone, especially those who are more casual about their survival sandboxes. I put a couple of hours into it, but I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. I believe the fanbase will be those who are looking for a deep but vast survival experience that's going to kick their arse until they learn to master it. It's not friendly to new players, but it is rewarding to veterans. In terms of graphics, it's really nothing to write home about. The game looks very indie and there's a lot of jagged edges. The landscapes are beautiful though, in a very eerie way. The terrain draw distance is amazing, and peering off into the distant mountains really did give me a sense that I was on some vast, desolate world. But unfortunately the object draw distance is not that great, even at maxed out. Likely this cap is for performance reasons, but I found it led to some immersion breaking pop-up of enemy and flora. The audio is fairly good overall, nothing too jarring, but I found the weakest part of the game right now is in the animations and AI. I noticed some creatures have very loose animations, and while being attacked, one creature even gave up on animating altogether. Should mention that everything is still in early access right now, so this is no doubt something to be improved upon at a later date. At $20, I recommend this game to solid fans of the genre only. It's not a game that you're going to boot up for a quick blast, it's a game you're going to put a day into just to be comfortable that you understand the basics. A rewarding game with a steep learning curve. That's it from the Baron. If you're interested in this game, you can find it in the link below, and until next time, cheers.